when you reduce the military aid to 700 million, our combat efficiency have been reduced to 40%. I think that the situation would be very dangerous for South Vietnam. Would be very dangerous.
Would
And
you
they-
lose provincial
Not only
capitals?
that, the decision, the political decision, is will encourage the North Communists to go ahead, to hurry their takeover of South Vietnam. Also, psychologically, the South Vietnamese people will see clearly that the United States have a wash hand and abandon South Vietnam and discourage our people and our army.
Mr. President, there's some people who say that Henry Kissinger and Le Duc Tho has brought peace to North Vietnam. Some people are saying that Dr. Kissinger and Le Duc Tho have brought peace to North Vietnam because the war is still in South Vietnam. What do you have to say about that?
I think we have to look at the reality. In reality, North Vietnam have complete peace. They have no more bombing. They have no more blockade. They are free to infiltrate the troops, the logistics, the weaponry to South Vietnam to continue the war. Meanwhile, they are safe. No retaliation, no reaction from the United States, even from South Vietnam. And they are free to develop economically their country. That in some sense it is just in the sense that only North Vietnam has a peace, and South Vietnam remain solely the victim of the war, and they are unpunished. The North Vietnamese are unpunished. I think it's not fair. It's not just when we talk about peace.
Mr. President, what are South Vietnam's needs to continue and sustain the level of combat at the present time?
Yeah. I would like to remind you that even last year, in the assumption that the violation of the ceasefire would be at the moderate level, we need the 1.4 billion to be sufficient on the one-to-one replacement and to cope with the small violation of a ceasefire by the communists. And you remember that through the appropriation, through the authorization, it has been reduced to 1 billion. And through the appropriation, it's been reduced to 700 million. And now the United States government asked the additional 300 everything to cope with the generalized offensive that the communists have launched 6 months ago. It's the reason why we continue to lose ground and people. Many bases has been overrun because we lack of support, we lack of mobility, and we lack of ammunition. Now the general offensive is already launched by the communists 1 month before, even before they take over the Phuoc Long province. And I think that what we need is have enough means, not only to sustain the current situation, but as long as the communists sustain the momentum of their offensive, I think we still need the means to defend ourselves, because what is the real balance of force now between us communists. They have a double, almost double the strength in the force viewpoint. They have triple, at least triple the logistic. They have a build-up since 2 years. So we are now fighting against them from 1 to 3, and they are attacking us from 3 to 1. And in 1972, they could only sustain the momentum of their offensive for 3 months. Now they can sustain the momentum of their offensive for at least 1 year. So we have to foresee what happened from now on.